Woo, child, my goodness. Thank you guys for tuning in to Taya for Show, for Sheezy, for Weezy. Hey, you guys, how you doing tonight? We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 11, RHOP in the house. And I hope y'all be grooving to my music at the beginning, because, oof, I be bouncing to that music at the beginning, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, Michelle, come on. I hope y'all be grooving to it, because I play it at the end, too. And I don't know what it is about it, but, man, I be just dancing with my little Tie for show. Come on, I hope y'all be bouncing, too. So, you guys, let's get into it. The show starts off with Karen visiting Giselle's shed. I know I'm wrong, but every time I look at her house, I think it was shed, you guys. So whatever. I saw the little transformations, and it'd be like an advanced shed for me. So they do show clips from last season where Karen pulled in and saw a test. She's like, "Is this COVID tested?" I'm sorry, y'all. That was hilarious to me. So Karen looks around and says she loves what Giselle did with the place. And in her confession, she's like, "I like a chandelier." But for the rest of the decor, she's like, Jesus. It didn't look that bad, you guys. I think Giselle's working with what she's working with. You know, her little she ain't the best with style and the best with decor. So we're gonna leave it at that. But Karen said what she felt. Um and then you know, Karen gave the twins some Gucci bracelets. Giselle was happy about that. And Giselle's like, hey, when me and Karen are at this place, I hope you said this place could be good. Because when her and Karen are good, they good. Right? They good. So then Giselle pushes them, go away, little girls. All the girls go away. And she states like, hey, Karen, me and you need to gossip about a few things. So she brings up her live show and then asks Karen about hers. And she's like, Karen's like, girl, I do dinner and cocktails on my show in the Q&A. And Karen's like, we're going to do a live. We're going to have an audience. We're going to talk about love. And Giselle's like, I get it. But in the confessional, she goes, I don't get it. I don't get it, Karen. I don't get it. So why don't you just say that you don't understand what's going on, right? They then talk about Mia. Karen states that her and Mia are in a good place. And she just would like Jacqueline to stop finishing Mia's sentences for her because Mia is her friend at the end of the day, and Mia can talk to her. So Giselle then states that when they were in Miami, Mia and Jacqueline got a little bit tipsy and drunk, and Mia made a reference back in the day that when she was working in a club, she's saying that when she's winning, Jacqueline winning. And this was when Mia was in the club making a lot of money back then. And Giselle's like, it made it seem like Mia bought the Porsche. And Giselle's like, I just want clarity. I want to know if G bought the Porsche or did Mia buy the Porsche? So then Giselle, she brings up all this. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with this episode, you guys, it seemed to be a lot about Mia and her lifestyle. And like I said, Giselle's asking who bought the Porsche. Was it, G, or was it, Mia that bought it? And then Giselle also brings up the fact that Mia and Jacqueline, Mia did say that Jacqueline did sleep with one of her boyfriends because she likes to watch her ex-boyfriends. Because she likes to watch, so she let Jacqueline sleep with her. Sleep with him. And then Giselle's like, if this was happening back in the day, what the heck is happening now? Karen then states Mia in her confessional. Karen's like, look, Mia, you can open up your mouth and one too many times, and Giselle gonna tell the whole world. Just, Karen's acting like she don't know none of this is going on. She's like, I don't know shit, I don't know. So then Giselle's like, how do you not know? Were you not there in Miami? You were there with all of us. Where were you? Where were you? Karen's like, I was in my room, shit, minding my business. Giselle then states that's fine, but I'm just letting you know that, if Mia and Jacqueline are doing stuff, just know that we got questions. And Giselle's nosy as fuck, so she gonna get her little fucking magnifying glass and be, get whatever the hell she can out of the conversation. So they show Wendy in that ER room next. She looks like she's in so much pain, you guys. I feel so bad for her. She was stating that her kidney stone is 9 centimeters long, so she wouldn't be able to push that through anyway. So the doctors have to do it. And I just wish prayers for her. I hope the surgery goes well. Poor Wendy. Um, Ashley then shows a clip of Ashley and her baby boys. Ashley then states that Michael called her with some good news, and she's talking to the nanny at this point. She's like, "Oh, Michael got me some good news. There's a house I just got on market. It's a big backyard. It's 5 bedrooms. It's amazing." And then Ashley in the confessional, whatever, she's like, "I just wonder, can he come stay there with us? Since he's part of the house and he's like helping us move and all that kind of stuff." Actually, stop being stupid. Do this shit on your own and don't put that man's note. I would not let my ex find me a damn house. I just would not do it. I know he has the money, but he's still obligated to you, Ashley. You guys are still married. You're not divorced, and you are getting some of that money because of your children. That's why this man got a vasectomy on your ass, because he's like, fuck this. I ain't having no more children with this woman. And I also think he did that because I think they're both still having sex. She can say what she wants to say. She just seems to always keep thinking about this man. I don't think he's thinking about her. That's just my opinion. Um, so she does bring that up. And she didn't take any of her lawyer told her not to do it, but she don't listen. So, hopefully it don't come and bite in the ass. Yeah, take me a drink here, you guys. My throat getting dry. Mm. All right, so Giselle and Robert stop at the venue where they will have their personally shady show. That Giselle states that Robin is having anxiety about the whole thing. These women then dropped 10 G's on this event. Robin said they got 82 more tickets that need to be sold. Giselle don't seem to be bothered, so they doing their thing. This is a big ass place, and they hope to, fill every damn seat, because their Reasonably Shady has taken off to a whole new level. They got some awards from it. They get to travel. You know what I mean? So they're doing pretty good for themselves. Congratulations to Giselle and Robert. Um, they didn't talk about, Juan coming to the event, and Giselle's like, did you remind him? Because, he like to forget. And just interrupt her, I know he does like to forget, but I'll remind him. So then they didn't invite all the girls. Um, And then Giselle brings up, oh, by the way, Robin, I'm not happy I'm not invited to your wedding. When is it? And Robin's like, I don't know. We got to blah, blah, blah. We got to blah, blah, blah. And I'm still trying to get this prenup together. So, we got to talk to Juan about it. It's stuff like that, you guys. So, yes. Robin's waiting on the prenup, basically. So then they have Candace shooting a video. She's with Trina. She can shoot a video, but she back in the room with her mama trying to do some sit-ups and shit like that. And her mama's like, what you doing, girl? It makes my abs look better, blah, 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 blah. And then Candace does stay in confessional that they made her mama sit her ass down and not to start any shit. So her mama got to sit her ass down, and she can comment, only when she's supposed to comment, because she did embarrass her daughter last time. Because, to be honest, I want to take my mama no damn where with me anywhere, after she acted like that. So that's just my opinion. So anyway, Trina comes, Candace is carried to the car. Trina comes in the video, and they're like doing a damn thing. And then Candace is like, I'm sorry, this is the 35th time I'm going to thank you. Trina's like, yes, you thank me. And now she's like, I'm sorry, I'm just going to thank you some more. And then Trina gives her words of inspiration. And that's it. The video shoots over. Great video. From what I see, song sounds great. Okay. Oh yeah, and then Candace says what's challenging for her is that her being a housewife, people don't take her music seriously because they look at her as just a housewife, and she wants to make sure that her music is making it without the housewives. Then, let me get my little stuff here right. Then it shows that Robin is in her kitchen. Robert is in his kitchen cleaning, and then Juan joins him and they talk about the wedding. One then says, hey, baby, everything's up to you. You plan everything. You do the time. You do all that stuff. And the robber goes, that is not true. Well, this is not just about me. This ain't just about me. It's about you too. You set these dates. You trying to, it's like they're going back and forth trying to say that one cares about the wedding more than the other, and it should be equal. Why don't you guys just both help each other out? Make it easier. Help each other out. You know what she likes. She's going to make it what she wants to make it. However, at the end of the day, help your wife. I mean, help your living partner. That was coming off guard. So anyway, Robin does bring up the prenup. You don't want to get this prenup. And he's like, okay, whatever. So I was like, well, it has the infidelity clause in it. And then Juan's like, how long we been together? We've been together since what? I was 16. I'm not that person. We don't live that life where we cheat and stuff like that. We just don't live that. And then I was like, I still need to get my stuff done. I like to get the prenup because it'd be safer for me and stuff like that. Because in the past, Juan did cheat. He did have a girlfriend while they were married. They went through a lot. And she said there wasn't really no money to fight over. So she's like, I don't understand why it's a problem for him to sign this prenup. But it looks like she's going to make him sign that damn prenup. Because if he does cheat, he gets nothing. And that's good, Robin. Smart on you. Stop thinking about it. Stop dwelling about it. Give him the fucking papers. Tell him to sign it. This is it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Juan, sign this shit. That's it. I think it's that simple. So anyway, I got that shit out the way, right? Then Wendy is finally out of the hospital. Her mom is right at her bedside cooking up food. What you want, honey? Go ask your mother what she wants. What you want over there? Okay, great. So the boys come back and Wendy's like, I just want some water. Her mother's like, you want some wine? She's like, no, mama. You want some spicy food? She's like, no, mama. Just give me some regular damn food. Don't cook it like Nigerian style. I just want some regular damn food. Her mom's like, okay, whatever. And stuff like that. Um, and then Wendy's daughter's trying to feed her, looks so adorable. And Wendy's like, she's such a good helper, ain't she, Eddie? And he's like, yeah. So, I mean, it was a really cute scene. Then her mother and her talk about their health and how, the mother needs to slow down. And so does Wendy. They take care of their health first, besides going to all these engagements, which is very nice. And, Wendy thanks her mother for, being there for her and stuff like that. And they have the conversation, you know. Uh, then let's see, what else are we talking about here? I don't know. Did y'all see Giselle and Watch What Happens Live at all? Because Andy damn sure called her ass out because her and Robin have not been on Watch What Happens Live together. I never knew that, and it takes 7 years. And Andy's like, well, you sure getting into your feelings right now. He shut Giselle down. Yes, shut her down. So anyway, um, this is like I said, we were talking about Wendy's and her mother's health issues. And then let's see. Then the next scene is Giselle just stopped by Mia's house. Her and the kids are baking cookies or doing whatever the fuck they doing. And Mia's, and Karen asks how Mia how she feeling. Karen then tells Mia, Giselle, that actually Karen gets there. She talks to the children, and she's like, I'm gonna bake cookies with you next time. I enjoy visiting these kids, stuff like that. So then, Karen and Mia go into a private spot in her house. She's like, we gonna go to this little private spot over here. Um, which they do go to, and then Karen then tells Mia, Giselle told me that she saw y'all showering and that you allowed Jacqueline to sleep with one of your boyfriends. Mia was like, yes, we did, and some sexual things in the past, but never slept with each other. Karen was like, what type of things? Mia was like, we don't sleep with each other because we're friends. And and Mia was like, yeah, we don't do that. Have we flashed people before? Have we fondled? Yes. And then Karen was like, okay, y'all did y'all thing. Then Karen asked about, she heard that, anyway, let's go before that. Mia decides to say that she had a microscope or telescope or whatever the hell it was, and she could look inside Jacqueline. So she did. She just wanted to be a gynecologist, and she said she happened to look up in Jacqueline. So all I gotta say is that, yeah, they ain't fooling nobody. They still messing around after all these years. So they take showers together. They share a lot. She may not be at Mia's house all the time, but let me tell you, they getting it on. And it may be with G. It may not be. Who knows? Um, so, um, Karen then asks, she says, well, I have a question. So, were you sleeping with somebody? I mean, were you sleeping with Peter? Were you sleeping with the maple syrup over there while we're over there? And then, what did I say? So anyway, this whole conversation with Karen and Mia, it's just a strange sexual conversation. Karen's trying to act like it doesn't bother her. You guys really know that it does. Um, so Mia, the thing about Mia, she didn't have any issues, owning up to it. Um, and then, like I said, Kia was like, I heard, then she's like, I heard you and G would sleep with other people together. Is that true? Mia's like, yes. Then Karen asked her, was it Peter? Mia then says, yes, we slept with Peter's girlfriend. And Karen was like, oh, I knew something personal was up with that because the way you acted, towards Wendy. Ooh, now Karen in the commercial says, now I understand why, things occurred the way they do. Um, Karen then asks Mia, she says, so, was it, she said, were y'all both sleeping with a girlfriend or is it you and Pete and all that? And Mia said, we're just sleeping with the girlfriend. And then Karen's like, so, how does that work? So, Mia's like, let's just say this. Peter's girlfriend was ours before she was his. So, I guess they messed with her before Peter got her, and then she's messing with him after, while she was with Peter. So would she ever admit if Peter was part of that? Probably not. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Peter was part of that whole thing? Or he just let another man and his wife sleep with his girl? That's kind of weird. That's all I'm saying. So Mia then says that Peter had her and G's leftovers and he did not, like she said, he didn't have her before. And that kind of sounds gross, but it is that's what they do. That's what they love to do, y'all. Ashley then makes it to the Reasonably Shady show, and Charisse arrives. Karen and Ray arrive. Karen sees Juan. Karen was like, "Oh, I'm surprised to see Juan anywhere." So she gets a hug when she can. Then Karen states that, look at here. This event is empty. It's like 26 between everybody. Y'all know Karen crazy. But let's be honest, it's the same thing that Giselle would do when she gets to an event that Karen has. She's very negative. So Karen doing the same thing that Giselle would do. And it was pretty empty. So like they tried to get everybody to like sit close together, but it kind of, made it look really empty. And Karen was like, they spent 8 coins on this. And then me and Jacqueline arrive. So then, you guys, announcer, there's an announcer that gets on the stage. And it is the funniest thing ever. The announcer goes, let's bring out Robin Bryant. And I'm like, oh Lord, that's the wrong name. And everybody's looking like, what? And Karen's like, oh, I gotta take notes. This is what not to do. No drunk announcers. Uh, and then Robin and Giselle go on stage, and Robin's mic is not working at all. And then Karen's like, oh, take a note. Make sure your mic works. Then Juan comes out on the stage, and then Robin asks like this reasonably shady question: is it okay if the person you're next to wakes up and they start vacuuming with a little device, the handheld device? They then say, Juan. Then Juan's like, I don't even think it's just a weird question. Then he was excused. Is that? I mean, I know this probably edited and he was out there longer, but it just looked weird. That question was stupid. So anyway, they bring Ashley up and they ask her to dance, but I think she danced for more than she thought she would dance. And you can see her up there, I put in a lot of this, I put in a lot on this. And then they ask, people to come up and dance. Karen is like, I'm bored. So Ray's like, I'm gonna be back. So he leaves Karen there, and Karen, oh my god, this is just boring. Um, and so then they just I was like, we don't usually do this, but this is the first. So they do open up the floor to questions, and the first question was to Robin about when she's going to get married. Um, and then you know, you're not going to get an answer. Let's just say that they're not going to get an answer. So Giselle just says, "Oh, stay tuned, stay tuned." Right. So the show's over, and Robin's like, "Oh, we did a good job. We profited $14,000." Mia then states she bought her own ticket. She's like, "I went ahead and bought my own ticket, you guys." So you know, it's definitely she's like, it's definitely an improvement from that tent you had. In the driveway. It is, you guys. They did good. They got an indoor, inside thing. They got toilets, so it is an improvement from their tent. So Giselle gets into her nosy little mode, and she wants to talk to Jacqueline. And then as she's sitting there talking to Jacqueline, so Robin goes off with Mia, and then Giselle's sitting there with Jacqueline, and then she has Sharice raggedy self sitting there too. Giselle then wants to talk to Jacqueline with Sharice present, as I said. She then asks Jacqueline, Mia states if you good, she good. Now, did Mia buy your car? Jacqueline was like, I got my own money, thank you. I can buy my own stuff. Giselle then asks, do you sleep with Gordon? Jacqueline was like, you need to talk to Mia about this. Um, So Giselle's asking all these uncomfortable questions, and in reality, Jacqueline's like, yes, about other things, but Mia, Giselle's like, I want to get down too. I got questions. So anyway, they do invite Mia over. Um, they call Mia over and ask about the car. Mia says, well, the car's in her name. So what does that mean? That she bought it and put it in her name? And the Robert's like, Ron used to buy cars all the time for people and it's in their name, so I don't see the big deal. Giselle then says, you like to watch, right? And Mia's like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like to watch. Yes, I do. So she's like, has she been with Gordon? And, have you watched that? And she's like, no, because we're friends. And this isn't what she told, Karen earlier. She'd been all up in it and they fondle and all that type of stuff. But right now, Mia's acting like, this is like something, that doesn't happen between them. Um, so who knows? And then Jacqueline's like, anyway, Gordon's not even my type. And then they look at Jacqueline, they're like, so if he was your type, would you be sleeping with him then? And she's looking all crazy, like she don't want to answer the question. She's looking all crazy, like, oh, of course. She got this weird smile on her face. And then in confessionals, Mia's like, y'all know Giselle got to be nosy. She got to figure out about other people's lives because ain't nothing going on in hers. Well, she ain't lying, right? So they just keep asking her personal questions and she's trying to answer them to the best of her abilities. And that's really it. That's how the show ends. So I am going to have a few extra things. Next week, it shows, I think it's like the season, I don't know what it is. So anyway, next week, it shows that caveman that Ashley hired talking about how Chris made a move towards her. And then if you guys notice, she's talking about Eddie, Wendy's man. So here we go, y'all. Here we go after these medicines helping. And I'm not trying to be mean. That ugly ass woman. Look at these pictures of this woman, you guys. Come on. She looks like trouble. And I don't believe shit she says. They didn't have any footage. They tried to show it last time. There was no footage of Chris ever approaching her when she was at that party. And she's trying to make herself look relevant. And you look at her, girl, please go sit your ass down somewhere. I don't believe none of that shit that girl's saying. First, Chris made a pass, and then Eddie made a pass at her. What, they making a pass out of caveman? Girl, bye. Look at these fucking pictures of this chick. Girl, go sit your ass down somewhere. You need some type of popularity. But on Watch What Happens Live, Giselle and them and Robin were finally on there. I didn't even notice that they hadn't been on the show together, but they were on there. And Andy's like, yeah, I didn't know you guys would. And then Candace, I'm not Candace, but Giselle, I said, oh, it's been like 7 years. I can't believe it. And Andy's like, oh, okay, I know you're holding it against me, Giselle. You seem to have a problem that it's been 7 years that I put you on the show, and you seem to have something. And Giselle just passed on. Oh, don't worry about it, Andy. Then they get asked about being hypocrites during the Wendy fight because they did hire security during Monique's fight. And they just, the way they handled it, and they're like, no, we're not. It's different. It's different. She had a drink thrown in her, and Monique was actually fighting Candace. What was about to happen there, y'all? Was there not about to be a fight if there wasn't a bodyguard there to break them up? And then Andy asked Robin about, hey, what about what you were filming? Look, you just on Winnie. Oh, I was not. I was filming the whole thing so I could send it to Walt. I just wanted proof because last time there was no proof at the Monique fight, and there was like a whole bunch of stuff going on. There was no proof. That's why I recorded. And I was not, and I was trying to stop Wendy. Everybody knows that. I was worried about her losing her job, and I kept telling her to stop because I didn't know what would happen if Mia got after her. If Mia got after her? So are you saying that Mia would have whooped her ass and Wendy would have whooped Mia's ass? Girl, bye. And then they asked her about the little Andy keeps going back and forth with Robin. He's like, what about you trying to attack Wendy? I was not, and I didn't need Sharice there to stop me. And he's like, yes, she did. She put her hand, she pulled you back to get off Wendy. Robin's like, that's incorrect. I got up because she said something about me getting up, and I wasn't gonna attack her. And then and he's like, girl, please, tell the truth. You know you're about to attack her. And Robin just sat there and lied and said she wasn't, going to do that. And then, like I said, Giselle, he asked Gazelle about the question, to Karen, like, did she like her house? And Karen's like, I do like a chandelier. And Robin and Giselle just state that, hey, Karen has no need to talk. She don't own her own house. Until she owns her own house, then she can talk about mine. But we all know that Karen can afford a house. We ain't stupid. So come on, Giselle. You would know she can afford it if she wanted to. So, yeah, they got grilled on Watch What Happens Live. Nobody was buying their bullshit. And they both sat there and they both just lied. They look gorgeous though, y'all. Both of them Robin looked really nice. I love that outfit she had on. I like what Giselle had on. They both look really nice, but they were not real. And then there is a show that Giselle was on when they were talking about colors. Giselle's like, y'all don't pay me. Twitter don't pay me. Social media don't pay me. So, once I get paid, I can start, so basically if she get paid, she'll start saying yes to colorism. Is that what that is? They're both in denial that there is colorism, you guys. They just feel like they're treating people the way they are. So y'all can take that the way you want to. They're in denial of it. They don't think they're doing anything like that. And then some people like they're not colorist because they're married to darker skinned men. I don't think that has anything to do with it. They're colorist against other women. And it sucks to say that, but none of the stuff they made sense. Like I said, there was some lying involved with how things were. And they're stating that what Mia did is not as serious as Monique did. So why isn't what Mia did as serious as Monique? Throwing a drink in somebody's face is humiliating. Whether you're grabbing their hair or not, it was going to be a physical altercation because the only reason why it didn't happen is because the security stepped in, you guys. But it's no different. It's still wrong. Oh, we told her she was wrong, but we took her side because we don't like Wendy. So, you guys determined between both fights. Monique just got to get her hands on Monique. Monique just got to get her hands on Candace. So what would they have said if, it actually got into an actual physical fight? And I could tell you, they'd still be on Mia's side. So, that's all I got to say about that. The show was good. Can't wait to see Caveman next week. Girl, oof. Yeah, girl, bye. I don't care. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Taya for show, for Sheezy, Louise. You guys have a great night, great day. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And give me your comments, y'all, because this show is just a straight damn mess. And It's very hard to see, I hope Ashley and Candace can get it together because I did enjoy seeing them as friends. Giselle and Robin will always be damn, shady as fuck. Karen doing her best. Sharice just need to go somewhere. Don't invite her ass back no more. Mia is honest but not honest. She's honest about certain things, but a lot of shit she ain't gonna be honest about. So the show was good. All right, you guys. Goodbye.
Soundstripe.
Woo, child. My goodness.